Okay, let's take a quick look at the situation where we were from last episode here. The Japanese have taken Port Moresby and looks like retreated back out of it, probably to push in other places. We are moving up, and I will move this up now. U.S. Corps. I want to move that out of Cairns. And move this in. Okay, they were unable to intercept us, which is what I was hoping for. And we will disembark. There are some Japanese submarines running around out here, which for the moment we are going to, I guess, basically ignore. These guys are going to come into port here. We are definitely low and running out of oil for the U.S., but that will be taken care of very shortly. Now, we've got a lot of units over here that I want to get moving. The only thing we can deploy are the communications intelligence comment, and I don't have a good use for them at the moment. We have held a good chunk of Burma. We're flying supplies over the hump into China because we need the rail access through Rangoon to use this way, really. So, but we're going to move the British HQ forward. In China, we're holding fairly well, I think. Yes, fairly well. We got them cut off down here. Now, of course, they're getting their supplies through ports, so that isn't. Now, one of my plans is I want to see if I can invade from here and come over and get cut off the Japanese in Malaya by taking this from their rail transport, because we're still holding out in Singapore. The reason we're holding out in Singapore is if we lose both Kuala Lumpur and Kottabura, or however you pronounce it, then this becomes less effective. But by holding up here, it means we are still stymieing Japanese attempts to rush down the peninsula. And so they've moved in here. We also have this British Corps. Now, for production, basically, I'm not, because I don't plan on getting, unless the Japanese player removes too many units, I forget exactly what it is. The Soviet Union is locked until I think 45 or some sort of date like that. So, yeah, I just figure it's not coming in. So I'm not paying attention to the Soviet Union this playthrough. It can just sit and do nothing. I don't care. China, we are concerned with. We are mainly right now looking. We do have a stockpile, but mainly looking at and putting more effort into maintaining our units than trying to build anything new. Australia, we're building up to hopefully get some more stuff. Canada isn't doing too much. Communist China is just, again, I don't know if we're going to try to field another unit at all. India, we are, again, trying to keep these forces that we've deployed here alive and well. And New Zealand, yeah, not too much. They have a little bit there. But so it's Britain and the US. What I want overall importance right now is, I guess, strategic mobility. So, I don't have enough experience with this game to know how many is appropriate of some of these things, but so I'm probably going to maybe overbuild a bit. So I'm going to build a bunch of landing ships, which are single use only and consumed. And let's build 2 more transports so that I can move units around effectively. And I think because we are taking some losses to submarines, we will also build some merchant marines. I just think these are, shall we say, important things to look at for the US now. Similarly with Britain, like I say, I want to see if we can land on this side of the coast and get Chump Fon and cut that off and see about supplying it, and maybe push down here or just hold in the rear and move the other corps that we have here up to help a bit of an offensive here, or at least stronger holding in Burma. But to do some of that, I want to make sure that we get landing ships to be able to land enough of the forces. And yeah, we got enough merchant marines, but I think we could use, because I'm trying to look, yeah, some more transports as well. So we've, can I say, may have probably overbuilt. Hello, Avard. Of some of these supporting elements, but hopefully, well, I don't know that I've overbuilt in the sense of not going to be able to find a use for them, but I may have been better things to build at this moment. But I will likely use them at some point. Okay, so right now, other than we're getting ready to go on the offensive, and we're still sort of taking their offensive action. So let's zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see what is going on, and we'll give the AI its turn. Okay, they're trying to push us down here. You can see really how much rails are critical to get and maintain control of for at least land operations. And ports are critical for, well, for all operations here, including land, because functionally it's the US and Japan are the main players, and for game purposes, or for offensive purposes, they're both islands. I mean, America obviously is a continent, but for operating the Pacific, it's functional as if it were an island, and so is Japan. So without the ability to move stuff over water, everything else becomes a moot. Okay, deliver resources to China via the hump. Okay, 5 production, 1 oil. Alloyed oil production facilities and storage improvements become available at 40 plus at 197.90 US. I know we're low. Okay, 197. 90, so that would be up here. Here. Okay, so we've got 40 more oil, so that will definitely help us out for operational needs. I want to look right now for oil. Okay. Okay, so we have a stockpile of 50. Good. Okay, I think we can run these guys straight into here. And I want to get them out of the port so that they can start organizing themselves up, and we can use the shipping availability to get these guys, which will be the ones that come into here. Deployment, okay, we do have an air group push for the US. Just click over here. Oh, there we go. Deploy. Yep, right there on the port. We're not deploying those comments until we are ready to go operational. Okay. Now, again, the special abilities of the Marines is that even though that for regular landing units they can't cross, but they can cross straits like this. Not with an open sea hex, but sort of, if you will, a beach hex. So these guys could come here, but so far we're going to leave them where they are. And these guys are going to come up this way. They're a bit stronger of a unit, so we'll see about pushing on them. Now, what we have to do as well is wait until to do invasion of Port Moresby here. You've got to wait until these landing ships come about to be able to get at least the big one off. What is our current? Oh, we don't have, oh, that's Britain. 20 landing ships. We might be able to put these guys ashore. 4 ships. Aircraft of unknown abilities. I'm not sure whether. I think we're going to do the core. I want to make sure we get a port, able to push in up along there. I think that's the best way. So we will wait on that. Now, let's take a look in China here. Three to 2, not good enough for an offensive. I don't need an offensive, I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna swap these 2 out. This one's just a bit weaker. And so, I mean, they get a little disorganized because of moving, but this is going to face a bigger pounding, I think, rather sooner. Still able to hold here. Okay. Just gotta remember to click over here. Okay, so we have 3 air units. Coming for air. Okay, fighter group July 30th. Bomber group August. So we have a lot of air coming. I think we have enough. Well, we have a lot of air coming. I don't know if it's enough. Airborne Corps. Marine outfit. Okay, so Marine outfit 60 days. I mean, large infantry corps 60 days. Marine 120. So we'll want to purchase that first to get that in the production because it's going to take longer. And paratroopers. That could be quite useful, but I don't know that I want to spend all that right now on it. So maybe we'll save up for that. Now I hope Japanese are going to be too active. Too quick. We do have a. We did. That's the U.S. Where did it? Is it out here? Yes, here it is. Okay. UK, US, maybe even some Dutch for the De Ruyter, basically Dutch. Okay. This is basically add the float that we saved out. And that's going to be useful for this operation when we get to launch it. Okay, yeah, we just want these units to heal up. All right. Build anything for Britain? Air Force? No. Pushing on the Chinese Communist a bit. They pushed us out of there. Pushed us out of their dam. Wasn't quite hoping for that. We may push them back. We'll see what our strength is like. Like that he's getting surrounded by too many units. Okay, so we're continuing to deliver supplies to China. Salt advancement. U.S. Marines have no supply. That would be these guys over here. Let's move them over to here. That should get them supply via Henderson Field. Huh. Okay. That's again what I want to take here so badly. And we don't yet have the landing craft enough to do so. You start marching your way through the jungle. Get up to here. Now, here. 3 to 1. 3 to 2. Okay, so what we're going to do is use the Flying Tigers. Do a ground strike on there. Somewhat successful, I think, in especially that we didn't lose anything. They lose 2, we lose 2, and they hold. Okay, they lose 1 and retreat. Very good. Now, let's move that up to there. I think we'll let this be. At least this is not surrounded from 3 sides. That would definitely put it at much more of a disadvantage than it is. Being able to be attacked from just 2. Next turn we want to go offensive there. But we also want to see about naval air. Let's load these guys on board ships. Let's send them to Australia. These guys on ships as well. Send them to Australia. Now, that'll give us an HQ. Let's you select all and just select these guys. Oh, damn. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh. Undo last move. There we go. That's why I like the undo. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to undo this and then select these guys. Okay, we can't. Select the Marines. No, okay, I guess. Oh, out of operational points. Oh, well. Okay, but next turn we'll be able to move them to Australia, get them going down there. Anything we can, or okay. South Dakota. Yeah, let's put it in San Francisco with the rest of the fleet up there. No. We're not deploying the intel units are going to be useful when we get ready to go on an offensive. and we want to see just what some of these forces are. But seeing what they are now, I mean, we see 5 ships in the area with a patrol group. Don't know what those are. Could be carriers, could be destroyers. But you know what we could do is let's move these off here to disrupt their supply. That's a good move, I think. I hope. Okay, so we push them back there a bit. Now let's look at building this turn. Stockpile's getting better. That stockpile's good. We've got a lot of battleships coming. You see them down here quite a bit. I think maybe another airborne corps, like we were thinking about before. There we go. Get those coming. And we're waiting for July 25th for both British and American landing craft in sizable numbers to be able to go on the offensive. Okay. This bomber group here, we're going to go after them. No losses either side. No losses either side. Okay. I want to grind those down a bit more. Okay, good. This is a big operational area, the biggest in World War II, actually. Now, it was, for the Western Allies, 3 operational areas are covered, and then with additional, I would say, of China as a 4th operational area, if you will. There is the Pacific Front, commanded by Nimitz, and I really appreciate that they use Nimitz and Yamamoto's photos for the box art, if you will, for the game. Okay, they're pushing on Changsha, hurting it fairly badly, but not taking it. And so you have the Nimitz, which is theater, which is, hey, Van Bishop, good to have you here, which is the biggest sort of single theater operational area, though mostly ocean. Then you have MacArthur's sort of southern front, if you will, coming up out of Australia. And then you have the CBI, the China, Burma, India theater for the Western Allies. And then, of course, you have sort of China proper for China that the U.S. is supporting in the operational areas. And, of course, you can throw in the 5th in 1945 or whatever, when the Soviets finally get involved in the direct fighting. But we, because we, the Western Allies, because of our current limited shipping availability, is... I'll check the report on that action. Okay, so that's what I've been waiting for, is hopefully these will be enough for landing operations. That is what, the Grayling was sunk. Oh, damn. Okay, we probably need to do more submarines. Now that went down pretty fast. Okay. No, I wanted to check, but that was the grayling, I think, that we saw last turn. Carrier strike. Yeah. So we have, I'm going to guess here, a few CVs and a CVL. Okay. Yeah, that would take out a submarine. Okay. Um, maybe. Do we do this? Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's see. We probably could even build some more. Oh, we've got a bunch of stuff ready, but we're going to deploy this. Well, try this here. Okay, intel level low, but a bit better. We can click here. Okay, 13 ships in the area, but we know that it has to be some of those CVs. Bomber group, naval air. There, 1939, close support. Do we try it? I don't know about that. But what that does allow is, since we know where that is, let's put this core on board ships. And we can move this as one, hopefully the core is selected as well. We're going to come over. Okay, I'm going to save this just because, quite honestly, I'm not sure if it's going to work out right. Yeah. Maybe next turn we'll be able to land here. Not sure. We're going to try that though. The British core down to the front, and we'll set division, but yes. Okay, so they pounded here, but we're in full strength, though somewhat less than full effectiveness. They don't have much in the way of fighters around here. They have, or air units. They do have something way up there. So we're going to fly here. These are just light attacks. Quarter one. Very good. Okay, well that's probably as much as I'm going to push now. Here. No, I'm going to let that go. These will be weaker, that they probably won't effectively. Okay, well, let's swap those two out. Okay, we lost one factor, but still. Just check up here. Just don't want them to turn my flank successfully. This is looking more and more unnecessary, so we'll start moving at least one of these back here to, you know, just make them worried somewhere. they're going to get. Well, this is the problem down here. Taking up all of our shipping. So get out the boats. Yeah. Oh, and jumping between games. Gotta remember right and left click between two. Get out of the boats. And yeah, just come into here. Again, one click. Right click and get out of the boats. Now here we will allow, oh well. I guess we gotta wait till next turn to be able to fully embark. Okay, they're still healing up there. So are they. So I'm going to just see about using these guys in the ground attack world here. This is scary. Scary, scary, scary. That is scary. And I know those are a lot of CVs there. And we have a lot of American units ready to deploy. Okay, the bullhead. Submarine. We got to build some submarines to replace some of our lost units. Yeah, we can put these up here. So we can just put them on a transport and get down here pretty quick. Battleship, we'll put it here with the group. Okay. Now I think because of our losses, let's do 3 submarines. Oops. We do a large infantry corps. With the British, we can afford it readily. And let's see about going offensive. Well, they do have this air down here, but hopefully we have a CVL here, the Hermes. Hopefully we're relatively protected. And I didn't see a major fleet asset around here in this, over here, and whatever we're seeing here, and here, 7 ships. Yeah, they're far enough away, hopefully. We'll see what we can get done next turn. Landing ships more coming in for next turn for both of us, so we should be able to do that better. Right, that's good. Let's give the AI, no, I don't want to save it, I wanted to do this. Okay. They're pushing at Changsha. Looks like we may have held for this turn. Okay, more supplies delivered to China. UK's and US landing ships added. Convoy route. Okay. EI 170 sunk 4 merchant marines. Well, we need to make sure we're building enough of those. Continuing, and another 4 merchant marines. So they're gutting our merchant marine force. And other than trying to hunt them down, which may be a good plan, I don't know a good way of dealing with them. We see the big fleet go somewhere else. 7 ships there, maybe. Okay, I don't know. Now here. Can we land? No, we can't land here for some reason. Why not? Why not? I don't know. Do we just not have enough landing ships? Okay, now here. I know that there is... Oops, there. Let's come up to here. Let's put you on board ship embarkation and join this. Whoops. Okay, per 20 groups. Maximum of 20 groups per fleet at sea. Okay, so we have over... How much stuff at sea? Too big of a fleet. Okay. Unselect all these. Let's... There we go. All right. There's still a lot to learn for me on this game. I know some of the beta players and know this better than I do so far, but still. It is a lot of fun. Okay, 4 to 1. We can attack there. We're going to first do a ground strike, just one to hopefully soften them up a little bit. They lose one, but still hold. Okay, I think that's softened them up enough, weakened them enough for any attack. Here, they'll just get more organized up. Keep moving these back this way. I'd like to maybe eventually shift some of these forces and push towards Hanoi or something. I'm going to run out to here with all of these, yes. because of one big fleet. We just not have enough. Oh, the new fleet setup will at some time be included in the European campaign as well. Looks worthy. Yes, Van Bishop. I believe it either already has been backported to, WarPlan Europe, or just WarPlan, however you want to say it, or will be. So yeah, they will be at some point. Now I'm looking here. We have specialty points. This corps here, what I'm going to do is give them engineers because, well, we're not going to be facing tanks, likely, an armored corps. Elite, that would be nice, yes. Heavy artillery reduces enemy entrenchment, of course. But I want to be able to get across the Irwadadi here. Yeah, Irwadadi river here on offensive and possibly other rivers. So I think we will give that a specialty engineer. So yeah, Alvaro definitely wants to keep upgrading the game. The older games as well. Okay, we're going to move this as a group, but I'm going to move you back to here. Just in case there's a big Japanese fleet coming. Of course, they may be coming here. More. I know we still hold out here. Yeah, we can move you out here. Okay, so I can't attack straight across it, but I can move to there. Oh, it's raining, that's why I can't do any air operations. That would make sense. We'll see about attacking next turn. China's looking good. Now for Britain, okay, we have Glasgow ready to deploy down here. Very nice. USA Marine Division is now ready. We can put it there, Alabama. Put that up there. No, we're not going to do that, but mentioning that, which one is, sorry, yeah, here we go. Here, okay. Britain has 166, so we can do okay, 120. Yeah, no, we'll just do another one of signal intelligence and build another signal intelligence aspect. Hello, Arno. Good to have you here, my friend. Also, I want to announce while there's a reasonable crowd here, after this stream, not now, but after this stream, maybe it might even take an hour after this stream. I'm going to be streaming over on both my YouTube and my Twitch channel, War in the East 2. I will be having it'll be me and Exergen, who has over 1,000 hours on War in the East 1. So we will be playing together, not against each other, but he will be giving me and anybody else watching a master class, if you will, War in the East. I say War in the East because he says it's about 80% was his estimation so far, the same. And and if you can't, and I'll actually put the links here now. Again, not to go anywhere. We've still got more of this going on, but you can catch it later on YouTube if it's not a convenient time on my channel. And so he is, because I sort of kind of can play the game. War in the East 1 or 2. I'm not an expert on it, but he has played a lot of War in the East 1, as it's now, of course, called. So if you haven't already, I want to follow or subscribe on the other channels to catch that. So, and this is going to be the Soviet, or the big Barbarossa start, and it might take a couple of years to get through it, because we're going to be playing, hopefully, a few episodes a week, and see how far we can get through the grand campaign. That is at least the plan. So, but we're going to be starting with, in essence, setting up what you need to do in detail today. So if any of you are interested in getting that, and so it's not my skill level is so great, it's his on with 1, and he thinks a lot of it will translate to 2, and he says he's been reading the manual. So that is a good thing. Okay, rain is shutting that down. Okay, we did deploy, yes. We have not built for this turn. The US is just cranking out stuff. I don't know what we need. I have a big, as you can tell, want to build air units because, so we can see, 180 days, where if we come over here and build, a cruiser group, okay, less than a year, carrier group, more than a year, light carrier group, still more than a year, battle group or, battleship, well, more than a year. And there's a lot of those already coming. So, no, the destroyers would be good anti-sub. Patrol group, though. Yeah, maybe a couple of these. Sort of go after some of that submarine that's giving me problems out there. But to make up for that problem, we'll also come over here and get some more merchant marines. We're down at 38, so let's, we'll purchase 2. Right. Yep, I know they're out there. I just haven't wanted to divide my force to go hunt them.